Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Take a quick second and thank the channel members. Thank you all so much for making all this able to be done. And then I wanted to share my Instagram with any of you guys who are over on IG. Same handle is here at jevans underscore knife addict underscore life. I post pocket dumps and other shorts, reels, things like that over there. But today, I wanted to talk about a knife that I feel has been highly underlooked. It was a limited release from WE. I think it's a fantastic knife. When I got it, it was priced very economically. And I was just going to share it with you guys and see if there are any comments on if you guys had experienced it or if you just don't like it or what the case is. Because I've still kept this knife in my collection and absolutely love it. It's the WE Fornix. This was a limited release from Interior Designers. They did 410 pieces in the raw titanium and 410 in the black. And before we get too far into it, guys, I'm going to ask you, because so many people come through here and watch videos that aren't subscribed, and I'd love to earn your subscription. So if you like the content and you have just a second, if you'd please hit that subscribe button below and that bell notification icon next to it, it would really help me out and I would appreciate it. But the WE Fornix is a very simple, cool, reliable little flipper. So it's a traditional flipper knife that has an S35 VN blade, or excuse me, 20 CV blade on this particular knife, titanium, open back construction with standoffs, has a very nice frame lock, and has this very long poon. Doesn't have any jimping because it's clean, but I look at this as kind of a tactical gentleman's knife. You've got this really nice finger choil where you can get up on the blade to do pretty much any type of cuts. That tip doesn't have a dip belly or deep belly, so it's close to any material. This is a cardboard shredding machine. It's got a very thin grind, very nice blade geometry. You have this very thin blade stock and swedge that comes to this poon, and then you've got this little whatever you want to call this little it's slipping me right now, that comes down to the point there. Um, anyway, great knife. I put skiffs in this knife just because they were available. I don't think it helped the action necessarily, but it did help the stability of the knife. It didn't ever have any really side to side, but when you got it in between the lockup, you could get a little side to side. With the skiffs, you get none of that. Um, I typically will middle finger flick this knife. It's got a nice titanium wire clip, stamped clip, and then you've got really good lockup on this 20 CV blade. The flipper tab is very understated. It's small, but it's very functional. If you're a flipper type of guy, this is a traditional flipper that I think I'm surprised more people didn't like, right? It gives you a nice place to put your hand in the regular grip, but my grip, like I'm sure most, is this choke up grip, and it does just a very, very nice job. I don't have any coupon book paper, but I do have some of these plastic peanuts that we can kind of cut through if we can do it without making a big mess. But this knife is very slicey. Just a really nice, thin, overbuilt, when I say overbuilt in terms of length, of what I think is a nice, elegant gentleman's folder. Perfectly proportioned, very nicely balanced, and just didn't take off. They're out of stock now. You can find them every now and then on NAS sale. But I want to say they stayed in stock for over a year. I picked one up right when they dropped because I absolutely loved it. I thought the 20 CV was totally cool. I thought the shape of the knife was very cool. At the time, this was about 2 years ago, I was really a fan of WE knives, still am, but this is one that's made it and stayed in my collection. But really do enjoy the WE Fornix. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons. Then we'll get some dimensions. That is the Fornix next to the Formax cold steel. And that's it next to the Civivi Baby Banter, much larger than the Civivi Baby Banter. And of course, it's going to be smaller than the Formax, but you can tell that it is up there amongst the larger size knives. I think that'll be more apparent when we look at it next to the Benchmade Bug Out. And then next to our Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So it's right about the same length as that Spyderco Paramilitary 2. And if you look at the way the back handle and the choil are set up, they have a similar kind of hand placement or ergonomical placement of your fingers, whether you want to grip it back here like you can on the PM2 or if you want to grip it up front. I just think this knife carries great, carries very thin, has great action, cuts well. Again, it's one of those things that just kind of surprises me that it did not sell out quicker. So the blade stock on this little guy is 0.1265, and then the handle comes in at a thin 0.4385. And let's grab one of our Javon promotional tape measures, since we broke our original one. And we will see that this knife comes in at 8¼ inches with the blade that's 3½ inches and a handle that's 4¾ with a cutting edge of 3¼ Now, if you measure from that front choil to the back of that handle, you're looking right under 4½, right over 4¼ under 4½. And if you want to look at that handle back to the inset of the handle, you're at 3½ inches. So 3½ inches from here to here, 4½, 4¼ from here back. So again, gives you plenty of space, plenty of room to get a good grip, but yet it does not carry like a large knife. It is actually, for a titanium full frame lock, it's actually a pretty light knife. Let's get a quick weight. 3.7 ounces on a 3½ inch blade. I think that works out fine for me because I can't tell the difference in just a little less than an ounce. I just know that this knife feels very light. So if I hold it up next to the PM2, I'm guessing, let's just see how close my guess is. I'm guessing they're going to be very close. The PM2 is going to be a little bit heavier. 345, 370. I failed that test. So very close. Again, that shows how I can't tell the difference between just a couple of, percentages of an ounce or points of an ounce. But the WE Fornix, what can I say about it? It's been a great knife in my collection. It's a knife that I plan on keeping in my collection. It's a knife that I still love to carry. It's a great gentleman's folder. It's a great beefy gentleman's folder. And it's one that, again, I'm just surprised with 410 units and 410 units that it stayed around as long as it did. Guys, let me know what you think about the WE Fornix. Let me know if you're even interested in any of these videos that have knives that maybe from a time gone by, but they're not that old. You'll see them on the secondary, and you might see them show up at some lesser known retailers if you Google them. But guys, thank you for watching my content. Thank you, channel members, for being so supportive. Thank you for any of you who come by here and spend any amount of time with me. I just ask that you please look out for that guy or gal to your left. Please look out for that guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.